Hey, what's up, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, host with the most misunderstood lonely nomad, the man who holds the back doors of the Q5 and N24 buses, unstoppable independent podcaster, and of course, Queens, New York native of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And you're rocking with the 310th episode with me of Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast, the comedy space for wild, crazy, fun topics in entertainment news, music news, including hip hop. Of course, there's transit, there's a little bit of movies, a little bit of everything in between. We're live and direct from StreamYard alongside with YouTube. Make sure you also follow the podcast on Instagram as well, so you could be notified on when I'll be on Instagram Live as well. And speaking of YouTube, go ahead and grab that subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page, G Money Stacks 555, so you could get more video content, including live episode podcast episodes. And of course, alongside with alerts, so you can be notified on when each podcast episode recording is going to be going live via live stream on the air. Leave a like and a comment along with the episodes, and of course, be sure to share the videos, share the episodes, listen, stream, and watch these episodes in case you didn't get a chance to watch it or missed it. And of course, more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes, and of course, a little bit of everything in between. So tell a friend to another friend, and I will actually handle the rest at the end of this podcast episode recording. Now, I don't normally record during the daytime, but because of the fact that I had a lot on my mind actually, and only because I wanted to actually get some more information in regards to the Mets off season and for my other sports podcast platform, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast. And of course, I wanted to make sure that I provided more new topics for the upcoming episodes and stuff. So that's why I needed some time to actually get everything together. All right. And yes, without further ado, what do you say? Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Yeah. What do you say we go to the New York Mass Transit files right here real quick? Um and this is pertaining to a person who got ran over by a subway train recently. Isn't that crazy? All right. Unfortunately, we got a little incident that happened recently. Um yeah, we have a little incident that happened pertaining to someone who got ran over by a subway train. According to AMNY, um here's what's happening here. We have an MTA worker in Manhattan died early Wednesday morning after being struck by a train while working on subway tracks. Very dangerous, of course. The employee, Hilarion Joseph, age 57, was working as a flagger on the tracks near 34th Street, Herald Square, just after midnight when he was struck by an Uptown D train just after midnight on Wednesday, police said. Yikes. That's wow. Wow. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Um, that's wow. It's flat out awful. You know what I'm saying? Hmm. Of course, shout outs to the creator of the Simpsons, Matt Groening, of course, and of course featuring these sound effects, of course. So I just want to make sure I include that as well. So anyway, um okay. So let's keep going here. Let's keep going here. Let's keep going here. All right, so Joseph was dragged under the train and run over as a result. Paramedics rushed him to Bellevue Hospital, but he could not be saved. Flagger's job involves keeping other crew members safe as they work on railroad tracks, signaling the train operators to slow down as they approach work sites. Damn. Joseph was several hundred feet into the subway tunnel, protecting the crew, cleaning the tracks, said MTA New York City Transit President Rich Davey. MTA officials said they had ordered a 24-hour pause on non essential track work throughout the subway system following the fatal incident. More than 7,000 employees are being refreshed on safety protocols for working on tracks, said the MTA's subways chief Demetrius Critchlow. End quote. We absolutely take employee safety seriously, and our thoughts and prayers go out to his family, said Davey. These are dangerous jobs that we ask our people to do in in and day out. And that includes folks working around active third rail and track. Transit Workers Union Local 100, the union representing tens of thousands of transit employees, said on X, formerly known as Twitter, that Joseph's death points up the dangerous nature of our jobs as we work to move NYC 24/7. Of course, police continue to investigate the incident. Hold on. All right, in other transit stuff, this is pertaining to Revel, and this is from the New York Post.com. Revel is yanking its mopeds off New York City and San Francisco streets this month, which was November. Um, the Brooklyn-based rideshare company announced it's ending its flagship moped rental program to focus on its EV operations after its scooter ridership dropped. The tech company, which began as an app based moped share program in Bushwick in 2018, will pull its fleet of 3,000 electric two wheelers off roads by November the 18th, a Revel spokesperson said. Revel CEO and co founder Frank Reed, Frank Reed announced, 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 and announced the pilot program in an email to all employees Friday, Robert Familia told the Post. um, Reed said he made the decision as service has been strained and ridership isn't what it used to be, according to a copy of the email obtained by TechCrunch. Instead, Revel will focus on its electric vehicle taxis and charging businesses, the CEO said. Ooh, boy. Wow. Ain't that a I don't look, I'm not a moped person. And never in your lifetime or my lifetime you would actually hear me riding a moped. Riding a moped reminds me of riding a motorcycle a little bit. But the crazy part is they're both dangerous too. You know what I'm saying? They're both dangerous as well, man. Like what do you like seriously? Come on. All right. Just 2 days before the announcement, the company unveiled its third Super Hub EV fast charging station with 14 charging plugs in Queens. It also operates two Super Hub stations in Brooklyn. It also is developing stations in the Bay Area, Familiar said. The rideshare app began offering Tesla, taxis in NYC in the summer of 2021, and now has a fleet of 500 EVs, um, which is electric vehicles, including both Teslas and Kia Neors that offer rides across the five boroughs and parts of northern New Jersey. Interesting. By the time these come out, they're gonna be mad expensive for people to buy, man. Unfortunately, um, The following year, Revel pulled its moped sharing from markets in Washington, D.C. and Miami, now pulling out of New York City and San Francisco means an end to the program altogether. Revels, um, ubiquitous blue scooters were also put on a 1 month pause in the Big Apple in 2020 after 3 people died on the mopeds in just 10 days. Damn. They were allowed back on the streets after heightening safety guidance and instructions. Its moped ridership dropped about 30% in both cities year after year. No, excuse me, year over year from peak summer rides, making it no longer a sustainable business asset, TechCrunch reported. Um, Revel plans to send a decommissioned scooters to recycling facilities in both areas over the next 2 weeks, according to the outlet. With the end of the end of the program, about 67 staffers in the moped operations division will be laid off, though they'll be eligible for severances packages. The outlet reported. Damn. Sheesh. Anyway, that's crazy, man. Yeah, sorry about the cars, man. I can't do nothing about that. But if I hear noise in regards to music or whatever, I'll put it on mute. So that way I don't get copyrighted or some shit. Even though it's not me playing that shit. So anyway, let's go on to unfortunate, sad related stuff regarding a rapper who passed away. So hold on, let's get into it. Let's get into it right here, right now, in the segment of chatting or the jazz. All right, so hold on 1 second. Unfortunately, we have a sad story to talk about here. This is according to the People website. Rapper C Knight, known as a member of Dove Shack, has died. He was 52 years old. Hold on. Yes, so a family member told TMZ the rapper died on Tuesday after being taken off life support. C Knight, whose real name was Arnaz Blunt, was admitted to the hospital after suffering a stroke on October 18th. Woo. when you hear stories like this involving health scares, that's very scary, folks. Hold on. On Sunday, C Knight's father, George Lee Washington Blount Jr., told told TMZ that the rapper's stroke was caused by complications from diabetes. Sheesh. At the time, Blount's father said that C Knight was in an unresponsive state, and doctors were monitoring his brain activity. C Knight suffered from a stroke while receiving dialysis to treat his diabetes. Reports TMZ. He then went into cardiac arrest but was resuscitated and placed on life support. Following the death of C Knight, former collaborator Bo Rock paid tribute to the late rapper on Instagram. This is like fucking this is like a fucking nightmare. I swear this shit hurt different and I don't want to talk about shit to nobody. So please just let me be and pray for us. Bo Rock. On my soul, I love you, bro, and I already don't know what the fuck to do with you being gone. He is survived by his father, George Lee Washington Blount Jr. The rapper was best known for his role in the hip hop group Dove Shack. The group consisted of C Knight, Bo Rock, and 20, no, excuse me, Two Scoops. Dove Shack made their debut on rapper Warren G's 1994 album Regulate G Funk era. The group was best known for their 1995 hit Summertime in the LBC from their debut album This Is the Shack. This is the Shack. Their first album also included hits This Is the Shack and Smoke Out. The Summertime in the LBC hit also appeared on the soundtrack of Brian Robbins' 1995 hip hop documentary The Show. After Summertime in the LBC was featured on the show soundtrack, the track reached number 11 on Billboard's Hot Rap Songs chart, number 54 on Billboard's Hot 100 chart, and number 37 on Billboard's Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs. Over a decade, excuse me, over a decade, the group released their second album, Reality Has Got Me Tied Up, in 2006. The Long Beach based group featured rapper, the late great um, Nate Dogg on the sophomore album. Dove Shack was celebrated for having a large part in cultivating the West Coast G Funk throughout the 1990s. In between the group's first two albums, C Knight released a solo LP, Nighttime, in 2001. So that's how, so here, hold on a second. Yeah, sorry about that. Um, had to clear my throat and drink a little water real quick. All right, so let's go to something lighter, man. Flavor Flav recently performed the national anthem, according to Entertainment Weekly. While Flavor Flav, best known as a reality TV star and co-founder of the iconic hip hop group Public Enemy, is probably one of the last people you'd expect to see performing the national anthem at a sporting event. The 64-year-old rapper did just that at Sunday night's NBA game between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Atlanta Hawks. Like many artists who performed the Star Spangled Banner, Flav put his own spin on the tune for better or worse. Not surprisingly, the usual performance received mixed reviews. Um, but Flav isn't worried about his critics. The anthem was a long time bucket list item. He wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter, following the performance. I can't live my life worried about what people might say about me. I won't let that stop me from trying new things and doing things I want to do. Some people might not like that, but a sure failure is if you stop trying. Yes. Yes, I can actually agree with this, man. I agree with this. There you go, Flav. There you go. Now that's what I call having confidence in yourself, man. That's yeah. You gotta be sorry about that. Yeah, yeah, hold on. Yeah, yeah, you gotta be confident in what you're trying to do. Um, doesn't matter what the damn critics say about you. Like for me, in my experience, and especially for 3 years of podcasting, I had to really learn that and you have to really learn not to really care what other people may think of you because they don't know you personally. You know what I'm saying? And that's the lesson I had to learn while listening to the Breakfast Club this morning. And the thing is, like, what I took from for what DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God, what they was trying to explain to Lauren, from Brown Girl Grinding, of course, former TMZ reporter, is that you have to validate yourself. You have to validate yourself. You gotta vote for yourself too. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody and I say this all the time from what Ivy Rivera was saying. You gotta you gotta you gotta validate yourself. You can't rely on other people to validate you. And you also have to be confident in yourself. Get rid of that dead weight of insecurity because nobody's reaching out to you. You gotta let them you gotta let them reach out to you. You can't force it. You feel what I'm saying? That's pretty much my take on that shit too, man, and especially for Flavor Flav. Hang on 1 second, that damn lawnmower. Flav wore a custom Bucks jersey emblazoned with the number 59, a nod to the year of his birth. Alas, his performance didn't do much to motivate the home team, who lost to the visiting Hawks 127 to 110. This year also marks the 35th anniversary of Public Enemy's breakthrough album, It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. In an interview with EW, hold on. Sorry about that, folks. I had to put this on mute because of the loud planes and lawnmowers. Anyway, as I was saying, in an interview with EW earlier this year, Flav's co founder and longtime friend of me, Chuck D, reflected on the album as a call to arms and a challenge. Um, so yeah. Yes, yeah, sorry about that, folks. Had to put it on mute because of lawnmowers. 50 Cent has built a reputation not only for being one of the best rappers in the game, but for his surplus of opinions on all things pop culture. Case in point, his reaction to Flavor Flav singing the national anthem before a Milwaukee Bucks game. On Monday, October 30th, the Get Rich or Die Trying MC took to Instagram where he posted a video clip of the Public Enemy legend belting out the Star Spangled Banner at the Bucks contest against the Atlanta Hawks over the weekend. Oh gosh. Oh man. WTF with eyes emojis, face palm emoji. I think this means we're going to war. This is a sign. Fuck it, get the strap. Oh shit. Um and Branson Cognac and Leech Mine Leech Mine 50 Cent joked in his caption. Oh boy. Yeah, Leche Mine Ori. All right, so 50 Cent's sentiments seemed to resonate with fans who chimed in with colorful commentary in the comment section. That's exactly how the world feels about America's credibility right now. A mockery laughing emoji wrote one user, while another added from fight the power to singing the national anthem. We're almost at the end, folks. Um Fellow rapper Chuck English of the Cool Kids also also shared his disbelief on X, writing, "Y'all got me fucked up. Biggest glitch I've seen in a grip. We are not on the right timeline." Yeah, all right. Um, Despite the jokes, Flavor Flav took to social media to reveal how honored he was to be considered for the special occasion. The anthem was a long time bucket list item that was fun. Um, I can't live my life worried about what other people might say about me, he wrote on X, seemingly aware of the chatter surrounding his performance. I won't let that stop me from trying new things and doing things I want to do. Some people might not like that, but a sure failure is if you stop trying. The critique comes on the heels of 50 Cent throwing shade at another industry veteran, Ja Rule, following his performance at this year's BMI R&B Hip Hop Awards that went viral due to its resemblance to the the flagellation of Christ. La- Last month, the G Unit boss shared a clip of his longtime rival performing One of Us while tied to a wooden pillar. In it, the Murder Inc. hitmaker could be seen surrounded by singers dressed in white church robes with a sunset being projected behind them on stage. Look at this shit head. Look at this shithead. Is he supposed to be Jesus? Grinning face emoji 50 sneered in his Instagram caption. What the fuck? You can't make this shit up. LOL. So stupid. This prompted a response from Ja, who shared a nice deleted Instagram photo of Fifth upside down and captioned it, "We ain't forget. Enjoy these criminal charges and lawsuit, dickhead." Wow. Wow. Man, hold up. Hold on. Hold up. Up next, we have another subject to get to. And sorry for the lawnmower noise out there, folks, if you're hearing it. Um, okay. Of course, some of you folks out there probably heard about gummy worms, right? Well, check this out. Listen to this. So this is according to nationaltoday.com. It's National Gummy Worm Day, July 15th, and grown-ups still want more yummy gummy flavors, more colorful styles, and more silly sizes. Adults, not kids, have made gummy worms one of the most popular candies on earth. The name gummy is the German word for rubber, so you can get a satisfying stretch out of the squiggly candy before you pop it in your mouth or just bite its head off. All right, so the history of National Gummy Worm Day. We can trace National Gummy Worm Day to the marketing minds at Trolley, the German confectionery candy that created them in 1981 on July 15th. According to, hold on a minute here. What the hell's going on here? What the hell's going on here? It's not what I'm. Yes. Where was I? Yes. According to some sources, they were they were a cheeky response to the reigning gummy candy, the popular gummy bear, which originated in 1920 in Bonn when Hans Rigel began making candy in his kitchen. Rigel's company, Haribo, produced soft, fruity gelatin dancing bears that evoked entertainment at European circuses and festivals. The bears became worldwide favorites. Trolley wanted to give kids something that had a grossed out factor they could play up with their parents. So they created gummy worms. All right. Gummy historians don't agree on this, but some claim that Trolley introduced the gummy worms on the anniversary of the birth of the bears in Bonn, July 15th. After the bears became popular, they were gelatin candies in other shapes, but nothing could beat the bears until the worms emerged. So Trolley celebrated their success by giving the worms their own special day. In 2004, Trolley decided to break the mold with another non-bear form, Roadkill. They produced gummy squirrels, chickens, and snakes with tire tracks. Oh shit! Giving evidence of their demise. Wow, that's fucking crazy. By then, Kraft Foods had bought the Trolley US brand, and they had to take the product off the market the next year in response to consumer protests. Oh gosh. Today, gummy worms are sweet and sour. They can be dual color and dual flavor. They've been served in ice cream, used to make vodka shots, and poked halfway down into the frosting of chocolate cake to make dessert even more fun. And they are a key part of the global gummy and jellied candy market that is predicted to reach $40 billion between 2020 and 2024. Wow. Wow. Very, 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 very interesting. And sweet too. Oh man. Oh man, listen. Hold on. All right. All right. So we go on to the timeline. We go on to the timeline of National Gummy Worm Day. Of course, oh man, this is a crazy idea, but make worms with weed. You'll need 1 cup of fruit juice or fruit puree, a thoroughly strained 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, agave or sugar, 1 tablespoon agar powder, and about 5 to 10 milligrams of THC to taste. Sorry about that. But remember, cannabis candy is not for the kids. Shop and share them. Buy a bag of gummy worms and shake them out by the handful to feed your friends. Taste test all the flavors and find your favorite. Improve adult beverages. Dump a bag of gummy worms into a 5-gallon aquarium and fill it with your favorite liquor, vodka, gin, single malt scotch. The gummies soak up the spirits and you pop them in your drinks with a swizzle stick. 5 facts about gummy worm sizes that will blow your mind. Number one, the biggest worms, a whopper. VAT19.com sells sour 4,000 calorie gummy worms that are 26 inches long, 5 inches around, and weigh in at almost 3 pounds. Number two, someone used geometry to calculate gummy mass. The Whopper worm is equivalent to 128 regular gummy worms. Um, Hold on, let me see who got into the live chat of Instagram Live here. Azalea Corbett, thank you for watching the live stream on Instagram Live. And and number three, minis have many flavors. Top brand Albanese makes mini gummy worms in 12 fruity flavors: cherry, pink grapefruit, um sorry, um pink no cherry, pink grapefruit, watermelon, strawberry, orange, blue raspberry, lime, grape, green apple, mango, pineapple, and lemon. All right, number three. Yeah, I already did that. Number four, there's a there's a party python. The world's largest gummy worm grew up to become a 7 foot, 26 pound, 36,720 calorie snake that will take a $150 bite out of your budget. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Um, Number five, basic worms are bait size. A regular gummy worm is 2 inches long. Well, yeah, that's pretty interesting right here. And why we love National Gummy Worm Day, you ask? Gummy worms are fun. You can roll them, stretch them, and pull them apart before you eat them. Take them to work instead of donuts. have a worm have worm wars with your friends. What other food is this fun to play with? Oh no. Um Gummy worms are among candy's best sellers. A research firm that follows the confectionery industry reports that gummy brands represent almost one third of the top 20 non chocolate chewy candy brands. Some gummies are healthier than others. Today, you can buy gummy worms that contain more than 91% organic ingredients, packaged in facilities free of the most common allergens. They are fat free, gluten free, and made with organic cane sugar. You must mean sugar cane. Um, Instead of high fructose corn syrup, you can even find kosher and vegan gummy worms. Oh, all right. So next year, um, Monday, July 15th, which is 2024, 2025, Tuesday, July 15th, 2026, Wednesday, July 15th, 2027, Thursday, July 15th, and 2028, Saturday, July 15th. All right. Ooh, National Chocolate Candy Day. National Let's Laugh Day. I'll do that next week. National Candy Cane Day. Gotta love it though, man. You gotta love these holidays though. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta love this shit. Let's see. Let me see what else we have on the agenda in this episode right here. Yes, let's go to Kevin Gates for a sec. All right, so according to All Hip Hop, Kevin Gates, a native of New Orleans' Ninth Ward, received a heartfelt proclamation from the city's first female mayor, Latoya Cantrell, on Saturday, November 4th, during a surprise presentation at his Uno Lakefront Arena concert. um, the intent was to highlight his unwavering commitment to addressing crucial societal issues, including bullying, mental health, depression, and suicide prevention. In addition, Gates has been a vocal advocate for prison reform, a cause that aligns with Mayor Contrell's strong support for second chances. Um, Let's see. Let me see. All right. So, Mayor Control commended Gates for being a living embodiment of the concept of second chances. The acknowledgement served as a testament to Gates' dedication to not only his music, but also to making a positive impact on his community and society at large. It reflects the rapper's roots in New Orleans and his commitment to using his platform to advocate for change, which is a long process, man. Gates was honored with the key to the city earlier this year. The announcement came during a performance at the Raising Cane's River Center Arena on April 7th. He recently spoke to allhiphop.com about his uncanny transformation. Um, let's see. Yeah, you can check out the interview on YouTube. At the allhiphop.com YouTube channel page. You can check that out for yourselves, folks. All right. So next we have Rick Ross. Hold on. Let's make some noise for Kevin Gates, man. Let's make some noise for Kevin Gates for doing big things, not just with his platform, but to also advocating for second chances, prison reform, and all that great stuff whatsoever. Um, you know what I'm saying? This is pretty big. This is pretty big though, man. So I actually want to yeah, a round of I want to give a round of applause and make some noise for Kevin Gates. Hang on. All right. Um okay, so Rick Ross is talking about Def Jam. Um you probably wondering, why is he talking about Def Jam? Let me fill you in according to Hip Hop DX. Rick Ross launched his career on Def Jam and remained with the label for many years. But according to him, the label is having issues. Um, in a new interview with Rolling Stone to promote his and Meek Mill's upcoming joint album, Rose was asked about whether he would get involved in a new Def Jam Fight for New York game if one were ever to materialize. I might have to do it, but Def Jam is damn near out of business, so it'll have to be Maybach Music, Rush quipped. That was a cool ass game, yo. Rick Ross' last release on Def Jam was 2015's Black Market, after which he took his talents to Epic Records under the L.A. Reid regimen. But following the release of 2021's Richer Than I Ever Been, Rose fulfilled his contract with Epic and decided to become a free agent. In other words, an independent music artist. Rose and Meek dropped their joint album Too Good to Be True on November 10th, which will be distributed through Maybach Music Group and Apple veteran Larry Jackson's Gamma Media Company. The dynamic duo stopped by Complex's Goat Talk this week in advance of the project's release. The conceit of the program is that guests named guests names their picks for all time great in a variety of categories. But it was one topic in particular that caught fan Fancy, where they seemingly hinted at a Drake feature on the album. When asked to reveal what they believe to be the greatest of all time Drizzy feature, both Ross and Mill were quick to his praises, but also allude to a future collaboration. Meek Millie and Rose were fucking with the boy heavily. Listen out for it on some of the new shit that's coming out very soon. You hear? Meek said, with Ross adding, "You better believe it." Then they answered the feature question at hand, and both had the same pick. "I'm gonna say right off the top, stay scheming," said Ross, referencing his 2012 track with Drizzy and French Montana. And stay scheming too, because I was a part of that, added Meek. "I just had got my ghost that day to pull up on you, Rick Ross and Drake. I didn't really know Drake. I probably had met him once or twice." All right. Oh, okay. All right. So let's go to let's go to Earthgang's new LP, or EP, if you will. Do people still make LPs these days? I'm not sure about that. Um. Anyway, anyway, man, I don't know if people still make that. Anyway, so according to Complex, Earthgang has returned with a new EP entitled Earthgang versus the Algorithm. RIP, Human Art. The release marks their first installment in what will be a three-part series. The five-track tape, which dropped on Friday, marks the Atlanta duo's first project since they let loose the deluxe edition of Ghetto Gods, their second studio album that arrived back in February 2020. RP Human Art is an audacious project. Hang on, I'm sorry. Sorry about the car. Um, yes, it's an audacious project that challenges the dominance of algorithms and embraces the unrestricted power of true human artistry, the group said of the project in a press release. We Yeah, the music is thought provoking and redefines the boundaries of creativity and artistic expression in the digital age. RP Human Art includes the previously released singles "Die Today" and the Benji featuring Bobby Butcher, alongside three new songs: "The Wake," "Flavors of Karma," and "Imagine." Um Back in the day, Earthgang received their flowers from Adam Sandler after the Dreamville duo paid tribute to the actor's character from his 1998 film, The Waterboy on Bobby Butcher. "Yo, Earthgang, singing along with you, love Bobby B." The 56-year-old quote tweeted the duo's post containing the music video. Earthgang responded, "Thank you. Your movies are so inspiring. Pure creativity, pure human art." Um, you can you can stream Earthgang's new EP now on all major streaming platforms, which includes Spotify. All right, let's get to let's get to let me see. Let's get to let me see if I have anything left to talk about here. Yes, so the very last topic of the day is rappers' honorary days. Yes, so okay, hold on 1 second as I get rid of this. Okay, and of course this is from Double XL Mag. Let's see. It's not every day that an artist is recognized for their success outside of music. In fact, there's an unusual dichotomy between what rappers do and what they are celebrated for. While most of today's key players in hip hop are hard at work scoring new milestones in their careers, some acts are doing the groundwork through community outreach and philanthropic giving that's creating an impact beyond their music. In doing so, many cities around the US have awarded rappers with a coveted key to the city or have named an entire day after them as a gesture to honor their efforts. In late 2022, Little Baby received a nod from his hometown. The Grammy award winning rapper went on Instagram to break the news about the city of Atlanta's official proclamation of Dominique Little Baby Day, in which they recognize his successful career and his generous philanthropy. Now, November 13th will forever be known as a day that champions that the 27-year-old multi-platinum luminary in the city that raised him. In the spirit of celebrating rappers for their accomplishments and contributions to society, many other cities have honored days to some of the game's most popular talents. During a celebration of life event in 2021, following Young Dolph's passing, Tennessee's Senator Katrina Robinson proclaimed November 17th as Young Adolph Thornton Jr. Day of Service. Dolph's Day, which is officially recognized in both Tennessee and Georgia, encourages social goodwill and acts of benevolence across the country, something that Dolph was good for. And besides Little Baby and Young Dolph, there's more to unpack here. Similarly, hip hop icons like Drake, Kanye West, the entire Wu-Tang Clan, and various others have honorary days too. So let's start off with yes, Little Baby. Yes. Little Baby is one of them. Young Dolph, um, Gunna. You have J. Cole, Kanye West. You have 3 6 Mafia, Bun B, and shouts to his business Trill Burgers, Mac Miller, Lil Nas X, Travis Scott, Rick Ross, the biggest boss, Wiz Khalifa, late great Biggie Smalls, Meek Mill, Scarface, Diddy, Tupac, Drake, The Weeknd, Wu Tang Clan, The Clips included. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap up here. All right. I think I'm gonna wrap up here, man, and I think that's gonna be all for today's episode right here. Um, let's get into a little thing. Hang on a second here. Yes, I'm sorry about that. That's not what I meant. Um, yes, so stream choices on the go, man. Let's do this. Let's do this right in here, right now. Yes, make sure you follow this podcast not only on Facebook but also on Threads, and of course my other podcast shows that I do, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, um, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, including this one right here, Off the Meat Rat Chainz, um, NY podcast, of course, New York Avenue, of course, which is included, and of course, you can follow me on the gram too, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. And and turn on your notifications and stuff so you can know when each of the when you can know when each of the episodes that will be recorded. And of course, know that I'm going to be on Instagram Live on on the podcast pages, including this one. So make sure you turn on your notifications so you can know when each of them are going to be um yeah, recorded. So, all right, before I go to the link in bio, let me remind people, if you like to make a charitable donation, you're more than welcome to do that. You can go to either my Cash App, which is $ G Money Stacks 555. You can throw in a tip between $1, $5, or $10, whichever amount of money you desire and choose will be appreciated. You don't need a lot of money to show moral support to somebody that's doing podcast shows. All right. And also, the other choice would be my PayPal, which is G Money Stacks, Queens, New York. So there you have it right there, man. And yes, so if you go to the link in bio, you're gonna see if you go to the link in bio, you're gonna see a whole list of episodes that's going to be included in every streaming platform, which I will talk about right here. So, yes, so and this includes Odyssey, Audible, Audioburst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podhound, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podvine, excuse me, Podvine, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Snipped, Spotify for podcasters, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app for music, radio, and podcasts, where you can listen to for free. You don't need a debit card to download iHeartRadio or any of the apps that I just mentioned right here. And of course, be sure to follow and subscribe. And of course, do the same with YouTube. Make sure you grab the subscribe button along with alerts so you can be notified on when each episode live stream recording is going to be recorded and on the air via live stream. Leave a like and a comment along with the topics, and of course, share the episodes, share the videos. Be sure to listen, stream, and watch these episodes in case you miss any of them. And you can also add the podcast to your playlist. Your favorite, even your favorite episodes, even the podcast to your playlist on Spotify. Whether you have Spotify for podcasters, whether you have Breaker, whether you have Castbox FM, Deezer, whether you have um, Audible, Odyssey, Amazon Music, whatever apps you have, including Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and YouTube, and wherever else you get your podcasts, where you can make a playlist of your favorite episodes. So that way you'll be able to know when each episode new that's going to be dropping. All right. So, and of course, be sure to tell a friend to another friend. Download the episodes. Yes. Yes, tell a friend to another friend. Spread the word. And of course, be sure to do the same by sharing the link that says linktree/G Money Stacks 555 with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, friends, people you are cool with, from work or anywhere else where you meet new people. All right. I do want to mention another way you could actually I do want to mention this though, man. You can also follow me on Discord if you have any questions or anything like that whatsoever. You can message me on Discord. All right. I'm inviting you to actually follow me on Discord so that way you can chime in on today's episodes of today and previous episode topics or whatever, and whatever topics you want me to talk about, whatever. But keep in mind, I'm not doing politics, okay? Keep that in mind. And and of course you can even talk to me about sports, what's going on in the off season, with the Mets. You can even talk to me about hip hop, R&B, whatever case scenario may be, even the 50 years of hip hop or whatever. Um whatever you want to talk about, man. You can also message me on there. Discord, which is G Money Stacks 555. All right. Okay. I want to say, I want to say, I want to say, um, this has been an interesting episode right here. I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator. Thank you very much for listening to episode 310, titled Gummy Worms. And remember, the grind doesn't stop, hard work pays off. Don't let anybody stop you from doing what you're doing. That gives you joy, that makes you smile, something that you enjoy. And and of course, be sure to um find something, look for something that clicks to you, that makes sense. Follow your heart, do something that makes you smile creatively, mentally, physically, and spiritually. You know what they say, um health is wealth. So take care of your mental health. And also be sure to be on your P's and Q's on a consistency basis creatively, whether you're doing radio shows, whether you are creating podcast show episodes and content and everything else. Don't let nobody stop you from following your goals and dreams. Um, that gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. All right. So there you go, right there, man. I'm up out of here. I'll see y'all next time in the next episode in a couple of minutes. And enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your night, man. And if it's dark where you are and everywhere else, good night, everybody.